Go. Go.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Go.
Welcome, Big Sports Digital family, to another year of basketball here in Gaston. Yes, Big Sports Digital Network celebrates its 1-year anniversary tonight, right here in Gaston, where it all started last year. Andre Stewart here on the call. Last year with Gaddis Hodges. I'm happy to be back again. Big accomplishment. Once again, it's a packed house here in Gaston for our basketball final tonight. The Chargers of Weldon will be taking on the Eagles of Warren County. I'm joined in the pregame show tonight with Mr. James Tank Williams Jr., student at North Carolina A&T State University, doing big things. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Welcome. And happy birthday to Big Sports Network coming to us live again, live streaming. Couldn't wait to join the crew up here once again.
It's a huge day, big for Big Sports. We are so proud of Jay Bell in Big Sports and all that they've been able to accomplish in the last calendar year. And we're back once again, man. Packed house here in Gaston. They're standing room only as the Chargers get ready to square off with the Eagles. The Chargers are your reigning champions of this tournament as they beat Northwest last year in the final. The Eagles were not in the field last year, and they came in with only one win on the season, but they got hot. They were able to take out the host school on Thursday night, the Northampton County Jags, and last night they were able to take out the Panthers of Kip. So, Tank, set the stage for us tonight as far as our matchup and any key news that we have going on.
All right, definitely going to be an interesting matchup tonight. The battle of the boards will definitely be the biggest thing tonight. But in terms of news, the biggest news to look out for is Mr. Jalen Lynch. Of course, Mr. Jalen Lynch will still make the start tonight at the one position. But the biggest concern about Jalen Lynch is the fall that he took on the first night. Anybody knows that was here at the tournament the first night, Jalen Lynch took the big fall. He was sort of shaken up. We didn't see a lot of him in that first game. He made a return to last night, and he started again at the one spot. But he didn't play big minutes last night. So the big concern tonight is how many minutes he will play and how exactly that's going to affect the game plan of the Chargers. Because now we're looking at two bench players in Mr. Jaquan Manley and Mr. DeMaje Burkle. Two players that are used to playing the one guard, but maybe not playing as many minutes or having to contribute to the scoring load as much. So that's going to be the big key tonight for the Weldon Chargers.
Let's keep it at the injury front. Also, in Game 2 last night, Mr. Michael Vincent, another one of the senior guards for the Chargers, took a spill late third quarter, early fourth quarter, and he did not return. Any news as far as Mike is concerned?
So as far as Mr. Michael Vincent is concerned, the biggest thing about him is that we all know that Michael is tough. Michael is definitely a tough player, definitely a tough spot at the 2 spot, but we haven't heard any news from Coach Lynch or Coach Helms regarding the status of Vincent, so we're assuming that he's good to go. But I know last year Mike took a spill last year in the tournament. It looked exclusively harder than the one he took this year. So in my opinion, I think Mike's getting ready to go tonight. I actually had the chance to talk with Mike early today. Mike said he was ready to go. He said he couldn't wait for the night, so can't keep a competitor out.
Now, on that same front, if Mike can give us some minutes tonight, Chargers some minutes, and see what you can get from Jalen, it's probably going to fall to the bench. Last night they had huge contributions, 16 points from the Manley brothers. Jaquan gave us 13, and 3 points from Tim last night, big 3. Tim with some key defense down the stretch on Josh Norman. Which bench tonight? Because Warren County also only has 11 guys on their roster. They have 6 seniors on their roster, but everybody else is a junior, and they've got 3 sophomores on their roster. Right. So which bench do you think, Tank, is going to play a bigger role tonight?
I think the bigger bench tonight is definitely going to have to be Weldon. Even though Weldon has more players on their bench and Warren County doesn't have much. Warren County is rotating around the same 7, around the same 8. But tonight, with 2 guards being hurt, you're definitely going to look at big minutes from the guard spot. Not to mention the play of Mr. Jordan Travis and your son, Mr. Andre Stewart, coming in the front court. They're going to have to give big minutes to tonight, especially with the way that Warren County likes to get up and down the floor at times, or definitely the way that they have the plethora of big men to switch out as well.
So another key that we need to talk about really quick is free throws. And the possibility that tonight, if you're fouling guys and you're sending them to the line, who has the upper hand? We know that Jalen Lynch is shooting at 86% during the tournament. Jaheim Parker has 20 trips to the line, but he's only hit 10. He's shooting at 50% as far as the Chargers are concerned. If you flip it over to Warren County, Mr. Mills is shooting 86%, and Mr. Henderson is shooting 44%. All of these guys are starters, and that's key because down the stretch, your starters, you want them on the floor.
Right.
So free throw shooting could be a key competition going into it. The Chargers as a team are shooting 58% in the tournament. The Eagles are shooting 63% in the tournament. The environment, Tank. Let's talk a little bit about the environment. Those of us that have been around in the Valley for a long time, we're used to this. This is a huge, huge atmosphere. It'll be loud. It'll be raucous. Everything's going to be going wild in here in a little while. The Chargers are your defending champions. They were able to take out last year an undefeated Northwest team with all the hype, with everything going crazy, with the gym. Everybody was sweating. It was hot in here, and the Chargers were able to overcome. Jalen Lynch had a huge night in the Christmas tournament final last year. Will the Eagles be able to get used to this atmosphere? And will the Chargers be able to amp it up again and go back to back? What do you think, sir?
I think the biggest thing tonight is going to be Warren County's lack of experience. Not only lack of experience in the tournament, but lack of close games and closing out games just throughout this season. You know, with them only coming in with only one win, and now they have 3 wins on their resume, but 2 of those belong to – or 2 of those are 2 wins over the Kip Pride Panthers. I think the biggest thing tonight for Warren County is just going to be able to consistently put the game away or consistently hit free throws. Because we talk about the environment, but free throws and the environment are going to go hand in hand. So with the team only shooting 63% and the lack of experience, the biggest thing for them tonight is just going to make sure that they can stay calm and all under pressure of the tournament.
But now, if we're talking about the Eagles start and they end with one guy.
Mr. Andrew Smith.
Mr. Andrew Smith averaging 17.4 points a game. If Mr. Smith gets hot behind the arc tonight, he could pose some issues for the Chargers. What do you think about Mr. Smith and his performance in the tournament so far?
Mr. Smith is definitely on his way to an all-tournament team. The biggest thing about Mr. Smith tonight is if he gets the looks he wants, it's going to be a long night for Weldon, especially since Weldon plays his zone and they're daring you to shoot. You saw it last night. They dared Northwest to shoot. They got the better end of the deal, taking out the win against Northwest. But if Andrew Smith gets going tonight and they can swing the ball around his zone and get him open looks, it's going to be a long night for the Chargers.
And anytime you get into a championship matchup, one of the things we always talk about is coaching. Who has the upper hand as far as coaching is concerned? You know, Weldon is led by Daniel Hanson, Saab Lynch, Corey Odom, a veteran staff that's been together for a long time. Also, on the flip side, you got Coach McCray in his second year at Warren County. He's young. He's energetic. He leads. I like a lot of the things I've seen out of him the last 2 nights. But if we were weighing options, Tank, as far as coaching is concerned, what do you think?
I think when it comes to coach, I think he's just Weldon. Purely, simply put, it's Weldon. Coach McCray, I understand he's a new coach, energetic. He's able to talk to his players, communicate with his players effectively. But when you talk about something such as the holiday tournament, his first experience there, his team, Warren County's first appearance in a couple years in the holiday tournament, I think it's a big thing because when you talk about championship teams and coaching, it goes hands in hand. So, to me, it's a no-brainer. Weldon has definitely the advantage in coaching.
And the program, the building of programs. One thing, I said this last year, and Coach Odom will remind me so often about this. When the teams met last year and it was Northwest and Weldon, one of the things I said is how your teams look. The Chargers are a clean-cut looking group. They're going to match from top to bottom. Uniform team. They're going to have team shoes. They're going to do all of those things together. That's something that Coach Handsome and the Weldon squad preaches. We come out together. We win as a team. We lose as a team. I looked last night. It was key. Jalen Lynch is the unquestioned leader of this team. He sat all but about 3 minutes of the second half last night. Jaquan Manley comes in the game. He builds confidence. He gives you 13 big points. Tim Manley, those guys stuck together. The team atmosphere. We haven't seen a lot of Warren County. We know that they've played 2 games against Northwest that they did not prevail in. They played 2 games against Kip, which they have prevailed in. One of them was a 1-point win. Last night was, I believe, a 6-point win. Right. So if it comes to the team concept, do we give the tail of the tape to anybody with the team concept, Tank?
I think as long as I said with coaching, I think the tail of the tape when it comes to team play is definitely in the hands of the Chargers. Warren County definitely have a team full of seniors, team full of seniors that have played together. 11 teams, a close-knit team, but when you talk about team effort, that's the things that start in the locker room, start with practice. So I know with Weldon coming in for things simple as just team shoes, coming in with a uniform look, a clean look. That has a big part to do with it. But you also have to look at the bench during gameplay, being able to watch the games last night. I saw how Warren County bench reacted when they were up. But it's a whole different team when the team is down, when they're going through something. When you look at the Weldon bench, you look at how they congratulate each other, you look at how they hype each other up, or you look at just simple things of how the coaches interact with the players during timeout, how the huddle sense. So if it comes down to tell the tape with coaching and with team play, I had to give it to the Chargers.
So we're getting set here tonight. We'll be joined in a little while by Coach Smith, Coach D. Smith. Justin Hayes is on the scene. We got the whole crew here tonight, Tank.
The whole crew, so we got us up in the
night. It's championship night, baby.
All the way you can do it for the championship.
We are here, Big Sports. We are live, getting set to call a championship game between the Eagles of Warren County and the Chargers of Northwest Halifax. We'll be back in a minute.
Weldon.
Get on top of it before they do. About every 30 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes about 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchor.gov.
These are the good times.
Come on, bring us down! Get her up, yo. My grandma looks better than you doing push-ups when she's 85 years old!
Such a good life.
For more info, go to operationgraduation.com.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
Testing. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Sports Digital Network here on BigSportsTV.com, live here at Northampton County High School, home of the Jaguars, for the Christmas holiday tournament final featuring the Weldon Chargers versus the Eagles of Warren County. And yes, it is Coach D Smith on the call tonight, people, for the championship game. And with me tonight, I have the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Andre Stewart on the call. How you doing tonight, sir?
What's going on, sir? How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. Back for another night of high school basketball, championship high school basketball on Big Sports Digital Network. I just want to thank all the people for tuning in to Big Sports. Follow us on all our social media sites, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Make sure you continue to follow us tonight. And guess what? It is the 1-year anniversary of Big Sports Digital Network, where it all began, people. Where it all began. So we want to say happy birthday, happy anniversary to Big Sports Digital Network.
Happy birthday. It's big to be back here in the place where it all started last year. I sat right here in the same spot with the great Gaddis Hodges tonight last year, and we had an epic call with Northwest going down to the Chargers, and Jalen Lynch had an outstanding night. Who's going to become a star tonight, Coach D? That's the question I have in my mind. Who is about to become a star for one of these teams to go down in Christmas tournament history?
And that's the thing, this tournament makes legends. And we saw the play of Jalen Lynch last year and the Chargers. But we want to get into a quick point. I want to talk about the Warren County Eagles real fast. This team was an upstart team. Started the season 1-6, kind of one of the dark horse teams coming into this tournament, able to get 2 big wins, and now they're set to try to pull off the big upset and upset the apple cart, as people will say tonight.
Warren County comes in. They only have 2 players averaging in double digits. Their main man is Mr. Andrew Smith, number 12. He is a sharpshooter. He averages over 40% from behind the arc for his career. So as Mr. Smith goes, so do the Eagles go. They're a scrappy team. They get up and down the floor. They're not very big. You have to look inside also for Mr. Jay Good and Mr. Rasheem Mills. They will be hitting the boards. Also coming in, Mr. Joshua Henderson is a spark plug guard. He handles it in the open floor. So they've got some tools. They got off to that rough 1-6 start coming into the tournament. And that one win was a 1-point win over the Kit Pride Panthers, 49-48. So it's going to be interesting after a couple good wins. They beat a couple good teams already. Now they topped Northampton County Jags on Thursday night. And then they came back out last night, and they were able to take out the Kit Pride Panthers again. So it's getting loud. My question, Coach D, is what about the environment? Even though there are 6 seniors out of the 11 over here, have they played in an atmosphere like this? Or are they ready to take on the Chargers? And this is going to be a pro-Charger crowd because the Chargers are from the Valley. So make no doubt about it. This is going to be a pro-Charger. The Viking fans, as much as they hate to admit it, they're going to fall for the Chargers tonight because they want that trophy to stay in the Valley.
Exactly. You're exactly right, Coach Stewart. And also, too, the Eagles played 2 tough games against Northwest.
Yeah.
A very good Northwest team. Took some close losses right there. But as far as the Chargers come with some health issues, but also they come in, they're loaded. This team is loaded and probably one of the best teams in the Valley. And the team also, it basically starts with Jalen Lynch.
It starts with Jalen Lynch and his health. That's the big question tonight. How is Jalen's wrist? How's his hip? He took that spill on Thursday night, was bruised, was swollen. So how is Jalen? How is Michael Vincent feeling? That's big because those are 2 spark plugs. But then coming off the bench, we saw something last night. Mr. Jaquan Manley gave you 13 points in the 3rd and 4th quarter. He danced with that thing under 20 seconds and found Woody at the top of the key for that jumper to make it happen. So we'll see tonight what happens, Coach. Can the Chargers go back to work and make it happen again?
And if I make a quick point, the big shot by Woody, but also too the Weldon bench. What can you get out of the bench with those guys? Because I believe Parker got in foul trouble, and that's when Tim Manley and his brother Jaquan was able to come in and get pivotal points last night. But this is a great matchup tonight.
That's right.
It might not be the matchup everybody wants to see, but it's the matchup we have tonight.
The law firm of Manley & Manley gave you 16 off the bench last night. And some shutdown defense on Josh Norman at the end of that thing was Tim Manley. So who's going to step up from either bench tonight? Remember, and I said this in the pregame talking to young Tank Williams Jr. The Eagles only have 11 men on the roster. So there's not a ton of depth there to start with. So we'll see how this flows and the whistles, how the whistles blow. Will these officials call it tight? Or are they going to let them play? Is this going to be a track meet? Both teams averaging about 60 a game. The Chargers averaging 60. The Eagles averaging 58.5 points a game. So whose style can be imposed on the other team will be huge, Coach.
And we got about a minute and a half left to tip off. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to Big Sports Digital Network. Make sure you go on Facebook. People, be live on Facebook. Go to Big Sports Digital Network. You can check us out. You can check us out on Instagram, Big Sports NC. We also on Twitter, people, so make sure you tune in. Tell a friend. Tell them to tune in. Championship basketball on a Saturday night. You could have been anywhere in the world, but guess what? You're here with us, and we appreciate it as the clock winds down and we get ready for championship basketball. Great atmosphere out here tonight. The crowd is packed. The music is loud as we're going to get ready for our starting lineups as the clock winds down. And once again, it is me, Coach D, and Coach Stewart here on anniversary night. Did somebody call us the founding fathers of big sports?
What?
I don't know. I just remember the days of us on AM radio calling football.
AM radio, baby.
And we have made it this far. And shout out to Mr. Jay Bell, the mastermind behind Big Sports Digital Network. Congratulations, sir.
Jay somewhere down there in the bowels. Of Northampton County Gym, doing what he does. But what a huge night for Big Sports to celebrate a year of live streaming. That is huge, guys. Absolutely.
All right,
huge.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
we're going to get ready for the starting lineup
for all the marbles, featuring the Chargers of Weldon and the Eagles of Warren County. First the lineup for the Chargers. Number 20, DeMaje Brickell. Number 23, Michael Vincent. Number 21, Jaheim Parker. Number 22, Jalen Lynch. And number 24, Isad Sykes. Chargers are coached by Donnell Henson. And now the starting lineup for the Eagles. Number 12, Andrew Smith. Number 22, Josh Henderson. Number 20, Jeremy Daniels. Number 25, Rocky Mills. And number 30, Jay Good. He was coached by TJ McCray.
And there you have it, folks, the starting lineups. The starting lineups for the Chargers. We're going to start off with Mr. DeMaje Brickell, Jaheim Parker, Jalen Lynch, Michael Vincent, and Mr. Desai Woody Sykes. And for the Warren County Eagles, we're going to have Mr. Andrew Smith, Jeremy Daniel, Joshua Henderson, Rasheem Mills, and Mr. Jay Good for the Eagles. As we set to kick this thing off, it is live in here, people. It's standing room only right there.
It's live, it's standing room only, and every game gets out to that quick start. These guys get up and down the floor before they settle in about halfway through the first quarter and start playing their brand of basketball. So we'll see who can impose whose will on who tonight, Coach.
So set to tip this thing off is going to be Mr. Rasheem Mills and Mr. Desai Woody Sykes. And here we go. The tip. Chargers take the possession. The ball handed Jalen Lynch. And that is knocked out of bounds right there by Andrew Smith.
Andrew Smith taking Jalen Lynch right off the tip. That ought to be a good matchup. Those are two scores and really the spark plugs for their teams. They make their teams go, Coach.
So Lynch inbounds it to Vincent. Vincent up top. Swings it. Brickell over to Lynch. Swings it back up top to Brickell. Back up top to Parker. Michael Vincent with the basketball. Over to Jalen Lynch. Pump fake drives. Jump shot. Fake. Inside to Jaheim Parker. Parker shoots. Parker scores. 2 points. Jaheim Parker for the Chargers.
Right out the gate, you see Jalen Lynch penetrating, finding one of his running buddies, getting it inside Parker, nice spin to the basket, putting the ball in, Coach.
So Henderson with the ball for the Eagles. Henderson takes the ball, pulls it back out, back up top to Mr. Good. Henderson, deep three, and that ball, air ball. Parker gets the rebound, and the Chargers are on the run. Swings it, Michael Vincent for three, and it's good. 3-point shot, Michael Vincent. And here we go.
And with the crowd being pro-Charger, the Eagles got to be careful not to get blown out early, Coach.
So Andrew Smith with the ball. Deep three. Shot is off. Jaheim Parker with the rebound as he leads the break. Pulls it back out. Gets it into the hand of Brickle. Back over to Lynch. Back over to Sykes. Sykes takes it, and we got a foul right there. And that foul is going to be on number 25, Mr. Mills. That's going to be his first.
So you can see the Chargers, they've seemed to settle in quickly, Coach, to get into what they want to and running their offense the way they want to now.
So, Lynch takes the ball out, inbounded to Brickle, over to Michael Vincent.
As we get heckled by Coach Grady Williams coming by tonight.
Michael Vincent, and he has a carry right there. So turnover for the Chargers. Got 6 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Chargers up 5-0. Henderson inbounds it at Mr. Andrew Smith, averaging 17 points a game. Henderson jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Good. Henderson, and he travels right there, so it's going to be a turnover right there for the Eagles.
It's going a little bit quick for the Eagles right now. You can see Coach McCray out on the floor, tell them to slow down, get their bearings about them.
So Jalen Lynch with the ball guarded by Smith, kicks it out. Brickle drives, floater in the lane. And they're gonna give him a foul. They're gonna count the basket on the putback by Jaheim Parker. I thought it was gonna be over the back right there.
My goodness, Coach.
And he was skying up there, and that's on Good right there. That's gonna be his first. So Jaheim Parker with 4 quick points right there. And he skied for that one.
He did. This is going to be the key tonight, though, Coach. As it comes down to free throw shooting. Parker is 10 of 20 in the tournament so far, so let's see what he does from the free throw line.
With the unorthodox shooting at the line, Parker, shot is up, shot is no good. Rebounded by Mr. Daniel. Andrew Smith bringing the ball up for the Eagles. And that ball is out of bounds right there on Brickle. So Eagles have the ball. 5 minutes, 53 seconds left. We got to stop in action. Trying to get Coach Lynch to come back now. So Andrew Smith taking the ball out for the Eagles. Give it over to Mr. Henderson. Henderson pulls it back out. Swings it over to Daniel. Back over to Smith. Smith up top. Surveying the court. Smith drives to the left. Puts the shot up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Sykes. And Jalen Lynch on the push. Jalen Lynch all the way to the hole. And we got a foul. And that foul's going to be on Good. That's going to be his second right there.
Good,
so, 2 quick fouls right there. 2 quick fouls right there on Good.
And that's going to be big, Coach. I wanted to see Jalen Lynch attack. You know, Jalen, he didn't play a whole lot in the third. He didn't play at all in the fourth quarter last night. Came out in the third. Coach, I wanted to see, does he have his mid-range game? Is he attacking the basket?
Shot is up. Shot is good by Jalen Lynch. So the first free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Making it 9-0. Chargers up over the Eagles. Henderson bringing the ball up for the Eagles. Swings it over to Good. And Good, they got to travel on the play.
Coach, remember one of my early questions. Would the moment be too big for the Eagles? Right now, halfway through, not even halfway through the first quarter, it's looking like it's too big for them.
So the Chargers have the ball up top. Michael Vincent with the basketball.
They call the illegal screen on Sykes. I do believe.
Yeah, that's gonna be on Mr. Woody Sykes right there. That's gonna be his first. 5 minutes, 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Eagles down 9-0 right now. So Henderson with the basketball, trying to get his guys together to get on the board. Henderson takes it. Henderson is trapped over to Good. Ball is knocked away. Jalen Lynch with the ball. Jalen takes 1-on-4 and he scores. 2-point score. Jalen Lynch, and we got a timeout right there. Coach McCray takes a timeout as the gym is going wild. 11-0 here in the first quarter. 4 minutes, 58 seconds left in the first quarter.
Coach, I wanted to see Jalen. Jalen has got championship pedigree. He is in full attack mode. He is going to the basket. He's not settling for that jump shot tonight. He's looking good. He looks like he's feeling no ill effects from that wrist and that hip. And right now, the gym is rocking. The Eagles, even though they're wearing the home white, they're in foreign territory. Watch out.
And we got Tommy over there. He's pumping the crowd up as well.
Tommy's already been warned tonight.
Yeah, he's already got the warning early. And look, want to shout out our cameramen out there. We got the full array out here tonight. We're going big style.
Big style. Got Mr. Bevier up there.
And also too, I believe that's Mr. Taco.
Taco and Kasan working the camera tonight, guys.
So Eagles had to take the inbound. And they bring in Davian Hawkins in at the point. Hawkins takes it. Hawkins looking for some room. Swings it back out to Andrew Smith. Smith takes it. Good looking drive. He's trapped in the corner. Inside. And they score. 2-point score right there by number 34, Justin Newell with the score. Pass to Jaheim Parker. 2 points. Jaheim Parker from Jalen Lynch.
Quick. That was quick.
Hawkins with the basketball. Hawkins swings it over. The new ball looking for. Back over to Hawkins. Has Sykes on him. Hawkins drives to the basket. Shot is blocked by Sykes. Jalen Lynch on the break. Jalen Lynch, finger roll, 2-point score. Jalen Lynch scored 15-2 early.
Chargers trying to make a statement and put this one away early.
Andrew Smith, deep three, and that ball, it's an air ball right there. And not only are the Chargers trying to make a statement in this game, they're trying to let everybody in the Roanoke know that they're here. So Jalen Lynch with the basketball, swings it over to Michael Vincent, deep three. Shot is off, rebounded by Hawkins. And we got a foul right there. That's going to be on Michael Vincent.
Yeah, Mike trying to follow the shot late instead of going early, commits a foul, foolish foul. But right now, the Chargers got it clicking on all cylinders, guys. That was a heat check shot by Michael Vincent. That was deep, and he is in Mr. Smith's shirt.
So Hawkins with the basketball for the Eagles. They drive. Dipsy-do layup by Hawkins. Brickle with the basketball. Brickle looking for some running room. Lynch takes it, drive to the basket, and we got a foul right there. Let me see if that's on. That's going to be on Smith right there, Mr. Andrew Smith. I'm going to tell you, people, if you're in this gym right there, it is loud. Shot is off. First free throw, no good. And I got my former third baseman right here, Mr. James Tank Williams, Jr.
A&T man working the beat this week.
Yeah,
been doing some interviews for Big Sports.
The Low Post podcast he got going on. We got a lot going on. So Jalen Lynch with the free throw, making the score 16-4. 3 minutes, 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Eagles with the basketball. Hawkins looking for some room. He's hounded by Lynch. Ball over to Smith. Smith takes it, drive to the basket. 2-point score. Andrew Smith with the score. Quick inbound over to Michael Vincent. Michael Vincent pushes the tempo in the corner. Back up top to Brickle. Back to Jalen Lynch. Over to Sykes. Back up top to Lynch. Lynch takes it. Lynch drive to the basket. Back over to Michael Vincent. They bring it back out. Back to Brickle. To Parker. Back up to Parker. Parker takes it to the basket. And put back by number 24, Yassad Woody Sykes.
The Chargers are playing big boy ball. They're playing up on the rim tonight.
And Woody with the steal. Woody has it. Woody puts it back out. Jalen Lynch to the basket. 2-point score! The score, 20-6.
Good Lord. Good Lord, Coach.
This is Andrew Smith with the basketball for the Eagles. Deep three, and he scores. 3-point score. Andrew Smith. Michael Vincent with the basketball. Vincent crossover. Vincent drives to the basket. Hands it off. No shot, no good. Andrew Smith with the basketball. Pass inside to Newble. Newble scores. 2-point score by the Eagles. Brooker with the basketball, hands it over to Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch, jump shot. Jump shot, good. Jalen Lynch is on fire tonight.
Jalen Lynch trying to be that outstanding player of the tournament again, Coach.
So Hawkins swings it over to Good. Good drives it to the inside. And we got a foul. Foul on the floor. That's going to be on Jaheim Parker right there. So we got Mr. J. Good at the line, shooting 2 free throws. First shot is up, first shot is no good. And checking into the ball game, we got number 10, Mr. Jaquan Manley. We also got the brother, Mr. Tim Manley, checking into the ball game.
Law firm of Manley and Manley checking in.
Law firm of Manley and Manley. And also, too, for the Eagles, we got number 10, Jawan Hargrove, checking into the ball game. Shot is up, shot is good for Mr. Good, making the score 22-12. Chargers in the lead. Jalen Lynch with the basketball. Up top to the hero from last night, Jaquan Manley. Over to the brother Tim Manley. Inside to Jaheim Parker. Jaheim Parker loses the basketball. And Mr. Hargrove for the Eagles picks it up. In the corner, deep three, air ball. Into the hands of Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch to the basket. Put back, good, 2 points. Woody Sykes with the putback.
Chargers are hitting the glass hard tonight, Coach.
And we got a steal by Yesiah Sykes. Jalen Lynch, and he misses it. And the 2-point putback is good by Tim Manley. Making the score 26-12. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Andrew Smith with the basketball, holding for 1 shot. Andrew Smith has it, crossover, and he got a foul. I believe it's going to be on Tim Manley right there. That's going to be with no time left on the clock. That foul's on Tim Manley.
They are rolling right now, Coach. We have Mr. Smith back at the foul line, about to take a few more free throws with no time on the clock.
Shot is up, shot is good by Mr. Andrew Smith.
Andrew Smith has 6 first quarter points so far to pace the Eagles.
So with no time left on the clock, got 1 more free throw. We got to stop in the action right here. And people, let the people know, make sure you tune in. Go to www.bigsportstv.com and check out Big Sports Digital Network with everything that's going on.
The discussion that's going on right here, Coach, is do you put time left on the clock? You shouldn't be shooting with no time left on. So they put 0.1 second left up there. I'm sorry, Coach, go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But people, make sure you go to bigsportstv.com, www.bigsportstv.com. But guess what, people? We're live on Facebook tonight. We're live on bigsportstv.com. So make sure you check the game out, check everything that's going on. So last free throw right here by Smith. Shot is up, shot is no good. And that is the end of the first quarter. Score Chargers 26, the Eagles 13.
Coach.
Your new car awaits at Nissan of Roanoke Rapids. Get where you're going with ease and stay connected the whole way. Lease an intelligent 2019 Nissan Altima at only $291 a month with 0 down. Nissan of Roanoke Rapids, where we put the customer first.
Christmas Holiday Classic here at Northampton Looking at the first quarter scoring, Jalen Lynch leads the way for the Chargers with 11 points. He is joined with 5 from Jaheim Parker, 4 from Yasad Sykes, 3 from Michael Vincent. At this point, Coach, tell me, what do the Eagles have to do to get back into this thing? They're being doubled up right now, 26-13.
Right now, they got to weather the storm in this crowd. This crowd is raucous right now. And they've done pretty well. They got down big early, able to chip away to this lead. You can't get all the points at one time. So you got to take one possession at a time right now. So this is big. This is going to be a couple of big possessions right here. So Eagles had a ball. Good tries to inbound it. Knocked out by Jaquan Manley. Here on championship night, Saturday night. So Mr. Hawkins, this is Devin Hawkins with the basketball. Drives. We got a foul. Foul's gonna be on number 1, Mr. Kanye Davis. Kanye Davis checking into the ball.
And it's so packed in here, Coach, that they've got so many folk on the baseline that they are trying to clear out the baseline.
So Andrew Smith with the basketball. Swings it over the middle. Back up. Jay Good has the ball. Pulls it back out. He's looking to get it to Andrew Smith. Andrew Smith he's guarded by both of the Manleys. Jaquan Manley. The ball is knocked away by Jaquan Manley. Woody Sykes with the basketball. And Woody takes it. Pulls it back out to Kanye. Over to Tim Manley. Over to Jaquan Manley. Back up top to Tim Manley. As they swing the basketball. Back over to Kanye Davis. Back to Kanye Davis. 2-point score. Kanye Davis. Great backdoor cut right there by Kanye Davis.
There are a lot of patience by the Chargers right there.
So Hawkins with the basketball. Swings it back up top to Newsom. Newsom brings it back. Hartgrove brings it back out. Over to Jay Good. Back up top to Smith. Back up top to Hargrove. Smith pulls it back out. Smith looking for a shot. Brings it back out top. Guarded hard by Jaquan Manley. Smith pulls for 3. Shot no good. Sykes with the rebound. Gets it to Tim Manley. As Tim Manley pushes the break. Over to Jaquan Manley. Back on top to Tim Manley. Over to Kanye Davis. Jaquan Manley looking to get it inside. Swings it back out to the side. Back up top to Parker. Parker pulls it back out to Tim Manley. Back up top to Davis. Kanye gets it inside to Parker. And we got a foul right there. And that's going to be on Good. That's going to be 3.
3 on Good already, Coach.
That's very big right there.
And he's their glass man. Last night he showed that he hits the glass hard. So that foul on the floor.
So checking back into the ball game, we're going to have Brickle, Lynch, and Vincent checking back into the ball game.
Jaquan Manley, Side Sykes, and Kanye Davis checking out.
So 6 minutes, 9 seconds left. Alley to Parker. No good. Parker put back, no good. And we got a foul right there. That foul's going to be on Parker. That's going to be Parker's second. So 6 minutes, 4 seconds left in the half. Chargers up 28-13. Eagles had a basketball. Henderson blocked by Tim Manley, and he gets the ball, swings it over to Michael Vincent. Michael Vincent on the break, pulls it back out to Brickle. Back up top to Vincent. Back to Brickle. Brickle drives inside to Jaheim Parker. Parker pulls it back out. Reset. Vincent pulls it back out. Trying to find a shot they want. Back up top to Lynch. Back up to Brickle. Over to Manley. Back to Brickle. To Vincent. Back to Brickle. Jalen Lynch with the basketball. Lynch drives to the hole. Over to Parker. And we got a foul. And that foul right there is going to be on Mr. Mills, Rasheem Mills.
They call him Rocky, and that's his second foul. So the foul's starting to build up, guys, against the Warren County Eagles.
So Parker checks out of the ball game, and Jordan Travis checks into the ball game. for the Chargers. Inside to Travis. Jordan Travis scores
Right away.
Right away. Big Shaq, as they call him.
Get him to the big body.
Back over to Hargrove. Hargrove being met. He's met by Shaq. Great move right there by Andrew Smith to score 2 points. Brooklyn with the ball, gives it to Tim Manley. Back up top to Jalen Lynch. Brooklyn, ball to the hole. Brooklyn takes it. And we got another foul. And the whistle is being blown a lot tonight.
It is slowing them down, Coach.
So that's going to be
10.
That's going to be on number 10. That's going to be on Mr. Hargrove. That's going to be his first.
Sometimes the whistle blows so the officials can keep up with these kids at this track meet.
Yeah, you got a bunch of 16 and 17-year-old kids out here. I remember at one time I could do that. I don't know. I'm a few cheeseburgers away from doing all that. So free throw by Brooklyn.
I ain't even trying to say I could do it back in the day, Coach. You know, station to station guy.
Maybe I should do basketball next season. So second shot by Brooklyn. Shot no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Mr. Jeremy Daniel, gives it over to Hargrove. Shot no good. Rebounded by the Chargers, Tim Manley. Tim Manley with the basketball. Over to Jalen Lynch, and they're going to get him for a travel. So there's going to be a delay. They're going to call it a delay of game right there on the Chargers. So I tell you what, the refs are getting that money tonight, blowing that whistle.
Yes, they are.
So Eagles have basketball. Got a bad pass right there, but Henderson able to recover. Hargrove deep three, shot no good. Rebounded by Brooklyn. Over to Jalen Lynch as he leads the break. Back up top to Brooklyn. Over to Michael Vincent. Back up top to DeMar J. Brooklyn. Screen set by Manley. Michael Vincent with the basketball. Tim Manley, deep three. Shot no good. Rebounded by Mr. Jeremy Daniels. And Tim Manley with the defense able to knock the ball away from Mr. Hargrove. So 3 minutes, 59 seconds left in the half. Chargers up 30-15 over the Eagles. And checking into the ball game for the Eagles, we got Jalen Canty checking into the ball game. Hargrove inbounders to Henderson. Over to Hargrove in the corner. Hargrove picks up his dribble. Right side to Henderson. Shot no good. Smith gets the rebound. It's a nice pass inside to Jeremy Daniels for 2 points.
Eagles still scrapping, Coach. Down by 13, but they're playing hard.
Chargers with the basketball. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. Brooklyn with the basketball. Jalen Lynch for 3. Shot no good. And that's going to be off Tim Manley, so ball into the hand. Goes back to the Eagles right there.
Tim Manley's very active tonight, Coach. He's on both ends of the floor. He's everywhere. He's long. He's coming out. He and Jordan Travis are coming out right now. But their activity helped the Chargers right there. Didn't lose anything from where you started.
So Hawkins with the basketball for the Eagles. Over top to Hargrove. Back up top to Hawkins. Back up top to Smith. Smith deep three. Shot is good. 3-pointer. Andrew Smith. So Chargers had the basketball. 3 minutes left in the first half. 30-20. Chargers are up. Looking as they can go back-to-back in the Christmas tournament. Ball to Michael Vincent. Deep three. Shot no good. Eagles have the basketball. Eagles pushing on the break. Andrew Smith. Hargrove for 3. Air ball. Parker has a rebound for the Chargers. Parker brings it up. Up top to Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch drives. Shot no good. Rebounded by Canty for the Eagles. Andrew Smith with the basketball. Hargrove deep three. Rebounded by Yasad Sykes. And Woody's going to push the break. Brickell has it. Woody for 3. Michael Vincent with the rebound. Michael Vincent put back 2 points. Chargers. And we got a timeout right here. Score 32-20 here at championship night at the Northampton County Holiday Classic.
That was big. The Eagles started making a little run right there behind Mr. Smith. He averages 17, and he's showing you why tonight. He's filling it up a little bit. Chargers still able to keep this double-digit lead, playing good team ball. You know, it's spread out right now. Jalen's your high man, but it's spread out all over the place. The Chargers are really hitting the glass. They're owning the glass right now over the Eagles, and that's odd because the Eagles coaches have really preached the whole time, the whole tournament, that they needed to hit the glass and they had to have an attitude to hit the glass. But thus far, Coach Smith, that's not the case. The Chargers have come out here and played a tougher, more Charger brand of basketball, they like to call it.
I just want to thank everybody for tuning in on Facebook, tuning in on BigSportsTV.com. Make sure you go tell a friend, text a friend, let the people know that we're alive here on Saturday night. You could have been anywhere in the world, but we thank you because you're here with us on Big Sports. So, Eagles out of basketball, Hawkins with it. Up top, shot is no good right there. Chargers out of basketball. Brickle pushes the break. Brickle takes it, and we got a charge right there. And that's going to be on DeMaje Brickle.
Chargers are coming 4-on-1 on the break, Coach. Brickle looked like he went to the Euro step. Defender looked like he did a good job of getting in front, establishing position.
So Hawkins with the basketball for the Eagles. Up top to Mr. Joshua Robinson. Picks up the dribble over to Andrew Smith. Smith looking for a little room. Pulls it back out. Shot is up. Rebounded and 2-point score by Mr. Devin Hawkins. The Chargers are on the move. Michael Vincent with the basketball. Shot is blocked by the Eagles. And Hawkins with the rebound, and Hawkins is pushing the break for the Eagles. Pulls it back out to Andrew Smith. Deep three. Shot, no good. Rebounded by Hawkins. Hawkins has the basketball. And we got a double dribble call right there on the Eagles.
Fast and furious right now, Coach.
And for the most part, even though the Eagles being down, they're playing scrappy. They're not quitting right now. So Chargers with the basketball. Michael Vincent got a minute left in the half. And we got a travel right there.
He did. He eased into it like he was an NBA player, Coach. He sure did.
So turnover right, and this could keep the Eagles in the ball game right here.
Mm-hmm.
So Eagles out of basketball. We got a minute left in the first half. Hawkins with the basketball. Hawkins drives to the basket, stops, and he travels as well. So we're starting to see the turnover starting to rack up a little bit on both sides.
On both sides.
So you got 55.6 seconds left in the first half. Chargers with the basketball. Jalen Lynch brings it across the timeline. The reigning tournament MVP from last year. Inside to Parker. And we got a foul. I believe it's going to be on Mr. Canty. That's going to be on Mr. Jalen Canty. That's going to be his first foul on Canty. So Jaheim Parker is going to go to the line. Score 32-22 here. Saturday night. A lot of stuff going on tonight. But guess what? Everybody in Roanoke Valley seems like they're here tonight.
Yeah, or trying to get in here.
Or trying to get in here. But guess what? If you're not here, guess what? You're tuning in to Big Sports. So Parker first free throw is good. So Parker with the free throw. And you're going to see Mr. Jay Good checking into the ball game for Canty. And Good has those 3 fouls as well. So don't want to pick up a 4th foul with 46 seconds left. So Mr. Jaheim Parker to the line, who's had an outstanding tournament, by the way. Parker free throw is up. Parker free throw is good.
Good sign for Parker.
So Henderson with the basketball for the Eagles. Takes it to the basket, drives, and it is blocked by Mr. Yasad Sykes and Brooklyn on the break. And the shot is no good. Rebounded by Hawkins. Henderson with the basketball for the Eagles. Hands it over Mr. Good. Shot is no good. Putback good by number 20, Jeremy Daniel with the putback. Making the score 34-24 with 18 seconds left in the first half as they hold. Gonna hold for one shot right here. Brickle Bulls brings the ball back out. Ball back up to Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch to the basket. Shot is no good, and the Eagles have it. And that is the end of the first half. Chargers up 34-24 here in the championship final of the Northampton County Holiday Classic here. And once again, it is me, Coach D. Smith, off a hiatus. People say I was on a hiatus. People was asking about it. But I'm back in this place with the man, the myth, the legend, the savant of school suspensions, the principal, the man, Coach Andre Stewart.
Man, don't be putting my business out there.
I'm just saying.
What I do, bro.
I'm just saying the savant of everything.
So, good half for the Chargers. Double-digit lead. I'm going to tell you something else, Coach. I'm going to go a little weird right here. That was a good half for the Eagles. Because the Eagles were on the verge of getting blown away. They were getting smoked and getting ready to get blown out of here. They were down by 15 at one time. They were getting doubled up, and it could have gotten ugly really fast. And they weathered the storm. Their leading scorer stepped up. Mr. Smith knocked down a three, took it to the bucket a couple times, had a couple of assists in there, got his team going, weathered the storm. 10-point game at the half. In basketball, that's very reachable. So we're going to find out, exactly what the Eagles are made of in the second half. But that was big right there. So setting up, looks like we're going to have some interviews right here at the half. We got just under 9 minutes to go. So we've been joined our man on the spot, Johnny on the spot, TJ, as his family calls him, James Tank Williams Jr., is being joined by Coach Squire. So we're heading to break right now, Coach, and when we come back, we'll have that interview for you. Big Sports Digital Network.
Oops. Sorry.
Get on top of it before they do. About every 30 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes about 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchorit.gov.
These are the good times.
Come on, bring us trial! Get her up, yo. My grandma looks better than you doing push-ups, and she's 85 years old!
Such a good life.
For more info, go to OperationGraduation.com.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
Testing. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy.
Northampton. If you could give me a little bit more about that.
Yes, the tournament actually started in 1991, and Northampton County High School West Hurricanes winner. We are delighted.
And you could just talk about a little bit of some of the preparation that goes in to everything that happens at the tournament?
Yes, we've been doing this for over 15 years. So, you know, we start early preparing for the tournament. We know that we don't really have a Christmas break because preparing for the tournament, we start as early as when we get out for the holiday, December the 20th. We have to order trophies, we have to set up the gym, we have to deal with hospitality, we have to meet with the teams, we have to distribute tickets. It's so much work with the tournament, but we would not trade it for the world.
Yes, sir. You hit it right here first. Northampton County High School Christmas Tournament. Ms. McGuire, the lady behind it all, Ms. Lady Jazz Sweat. Thank you so much for your time. This is Big Sports TV.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to you back here.
Oops. Uh-oh. Sorry.
Get on top of it before they do. About every 30 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes about 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchor.gov.
These are the good times.
My grandma looks better than you doing push-ups when she's 85 years old.
Such a good life. Such a good life.
For more info, go to OperationGraduation.com.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
Testing. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy.
Winning tickets
All right,
Last
and
four
we're
numbers.
back live.
4064.
50-50 raffle going on before the third quarter starts.
4064.
As I was saying before we went to half, Coach, the Eagles weathered the storm. They're down
Going
by
once.
10. Let's see what
Going
the Chargers
twice.
can do. Can the Chargers
We'll
take
pick-
that same energy? Is a big question.
We'll
that
pick
I have
again
moving
at
forward.
third quarter.
And another thing,
In
too,
the
the foul
quarter.
trouble that the Eagles are in. You got Jay Good with 3 fouls. And you also have Mr. Rocky Mills, with 2 fouls.
Right.
And their guys are going to need, especially Good. Good hits the glass for those guys. So as we start the second half, Chargers with the basketball. Back on top to Jalen Lynch. Back to Jalen Lynch. Gets it over. Michael Vincent able to get the basketball. Vincent with the basketball. Dribbles. He's trapped in the corner. Looking for some room. Ball stolen by Mr. Jay Good right there. Into the hands of Mr. Henderson. Henderson has the basketball. Pulls it back out. Into the hands of the 17-point game tonight, Andrew Smith. Shot blocked by your side, Sykes.
The length of the Chargers front court has appeared to really bother the Eagles today.
Eagles with the basketball. Henderson gets it in to Daniel. Daniel drives. Can't find it. Over to Smith. Smith trap. Ball in the hands of the Chargers. Brickell leads the break. Brickell drives. Shot no good. Rebounded by Andrew Smith. And he's pushing the break. Andrew Smith with the basketball. Gets it over to Henderson. Pump fakes. Pulls it back out over to Jay Good. Hands it off to Smith. Smith takes it. An offensive foul right there on Andrew Smith. It's going to be his second.
That's definitely something to keep an eye on, Coach, as far as, because Smith is that man. 11 points led him in the first half, so we'll see if he can stay out of foul trouble.
So Vincent with the basketball for the Chargers. Hands it over to Parker. Over to Lynch. Lynch with the basketball. He's trapped. Over to Michael Vincent. Back over to DeMarre Brickell. Back on top of Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch drives to the basket. Jump shot. It's up. 2-point score. Jalen Lynch.
And it looks like the Eagles will come out playing zone, but they're trapping at the top, trying to speed the Chargers up. So we'll keep our eye on that as well.
So Henderson with the basketball. Over to Smith. Over to Good. Good deep three. Shot is up. Shot is good. 3-point basket. Jay Good. Big man stepping out with a 3-point shot. So Brickell with the basketball. Turnover. Eagles with the basketball. Andrew Smith for 3. Shot is good. 3-point score. Andrew Smith. And here we go.
6-point game. Just that quick.
Jalen Lynch with the basketball. Over to Brickell. Brickell's trapped. Up top to Woody. Back up top to Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch with the basketball. Brickell, he's trapped in the corner. And we got a timeout right there by the Chargers. And the Warren County Faithful is here too.
They are making a little bit of noise. Those that came out of North Carolina, Warrenton, all those spots, backside of Hollister. They appear to be in the house tonight too. Coach McCray getting in the face of his players, letting them know something. 6-point game, Coach.
And what it did, it quieted the Weldon crowd.
It did.
It quieted the Weldon crowd. We got a ball game right now.
Yes, sir.
And we're not conceding back-to-back championships tonight.
No, and it doesn't look like the Eagles are here to concede it either. So if the Chargers are going to pull this off, they're going to have to work for it here in the second half.
So 5 minutes, 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Lynch with the basketball. Inbounded to Michael Vincent. Back up top with Jalen Lynch. Over to Michael. Over to the side. Jalen Lynch shot. Jalen Lynch. 2-point score. Jalen Lynch.
Jalen Lynch is wheeling his team to victory, though, Coach.
Jay Good with the basketball. Big man, deep three. Shot no good. Rebounded. Jaheim Parker on the break. Jaheim Parker drives. Shot no good. Rebounded by Andrew Smith for the Eagles. He's pushing it coast to coast, and we got a foul right there. And that foul's going to be on Mr. Yasad Sykes. That's going to be his second foul. So Andrew Smith able to get a rebound, push the break, able to get a foul. Score 38-30. 5 minutes, 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Championship night as the Weldon Chargers to try to see if they can claim back-to-back holiday tournament titles. First shot up. First shot is good for Smith. Got Coach McCray of the Eagles, a 1-6 record, but those guys are not playing like they're 1-6. Second shot up. Second shot good. 38-32. Chargers with the basketball. Jalen Lynch hands it. Deep three by Brickle. Shot is no good. Put back good. 2 points, Michael Vincent. 48-32. Henderson with the basketball for the Eagles. Henderson drives inside. We got a scrum on the floor. The Chargers have the basketball. That ball's going to go off Mr. Jay Good right there.
Chargers hitting the floor right there, Coach, making sure they can get a piece of it.
Brickle with the basketball for the Chargers. Over to Jalen Lynch. Up to Brickle. Up to your side. Sykes. Shot no good. Rebounded by Jay Good of the Eagles. And Andrew Smith pushing it. Michael Vincent with the steal. Michael Vincent, 2-point score for the Chargers.
Michael Vincent stepping up. Some huge buckets tonight. Doing some dirty work, Coach.
Got Henderson with the ball. Deep three by Daniel. Shot is off. Shot no good. Offensive rebound by big man Jay Good. Swings it back up top to Henderson. Henderson over to Good. Good drives the basket. Lose the ball. Over to your side. Sykes. Alley. No good. Andrew Smith with the basketball. Hands it over to and ball. And we got a foul right there. Oh, no foul. No foul. Ball off one of the Eagles right there. And this crowd was ready to erupt.
They were.
We got a timeout right here. If you can see Coach Handsome just
going crazy.
Yeah, he went crazy. He's saying lay the ball up.
That's right. He's saying that's showtime.
And I know it's the crowd. You know, they're on this end where all the Weldon guys, all the Weldon people are at. Yeah, it's a crowd. These are 16 and 17-year-old. But it's still a ball game. It's only a 10-point ball game.
Only 10-point ball game, Coach. But the Eagles had cut into it, got it down to 6. Chargers, Michael Vincent came up with a steal, a couple layups, got it back to that 10-point advantage, just over the halfway point of the quarter. So going to be interesting to see how the ebbs and flows of this thing goes. One thing they better know for sure, the Chargers better find number 12 in White in transition, because he's a knockdown shooter, and he's not just a knockdown shooter, he's a basketball player. So he's getting his teammates involved. So Eagles came out trapping early in the third quarter at the top, got some easy looks off of their defense, and now the Chargers have made an adjustment and come back to it, get this thing back up by 10.
And shout out to everybody watching on Facebook. I look like we're up to 114 right now watching on Facebook. So tell a friend. So Chargers with the basketball, back on top to DeMarre Brickle. Jalen Lynch with the basketball. Oh, hands it over to Parker. Parker, 2-point score. Jaheim Parker with the 2-point score. And we got Mr. Hawkins with the basketball for the Eagles. Looking for some room, pulls it back out. Eagles have the basketball. Mr. Hargrove checks for the Eagles, back up top to Hawkins. Hawkins looking for the shot. Hargrove pulls it back out, resets. Looking for a shot right there as Coach McCray is coaching his guys up. Back on top to Hawkins, over to Daniel. Daniel scoop, shot no good right there. Chargers have the basketball, over to Jalen Lynch. Back to DeMarre Brickle, shot no good. Michael Vincent with the rebound. Brickle 3, no good. Air ball into the hands of Rocky Mills for the Eagles. Hawkins with the basketball, over to Andrew Smith. Looking for a shot. Back on top to Hargrove. Hargrove drives the basket. 2 points, score. No call right there.
Yeah, Sykes was set.
So Chargers have the ball up 10. 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Lynch hands it over to Brickle. Inside to Parker. 2 points, score. Jaheim Parker. 46-34, 2:10 left in the third quarter. Andrew Smith with the basketball, pulls it back out. Back up top to Mr. Jeremy Daniel. Daniel, deep three, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch drives to the basket. Turnover right there, ball off the hands of the side sights. And the law firm of Manley and Manley have checked into the ball game as Brickle and Jalen Lynch checks out. Jaquan and Tim Manley, two brothers. So Hawkins with the basketball for the Eagles. Hargrove, deep three, shot no good. Rebounded by Jaheim Parker. Ball to Michael Vincent. Vincent, pro hop, shot, 2 points, score, Dipsy dude. Michael Vincent in the spin cycle. Hargrove, deep three, and it's good. 3-point shot, Hargrove. Michael Vincent with the basketball for the Chargers. Turnover by the Chargers into the hands of Hawkins. Turnover by Sykes for the Chargers. Into Jaquan Manley. Josiah Sykes has it, and we got a foul. We got a foul right there.
I didn't see who that was on. Yeah. Who's that foul on, Coach?
I didn't even catch it myself, but we had a lot of commotion going right in front of us. So, Mr. Woody Sykes, two-time state high jump champion at the line. Shot is up. Shot is good.
Coach, I'm hearing that foul was on number 3.
That's
Mr.
going to be
Hawkins.
Mr. Hawkins.
His first.
Mr. Devin Hawkins, that's going to be his first foul. So 49-37, 58.8 seconds left in the third quarter. Sykes' shot is up. Shot no good. Rebounded by Andrew Smith. Andrew Smith pushing the break. Andrew Smith back with the basketball. In the corner, deep. Shot off the side iron. Into the hands of Jaquan Manley. And that shot was by Joshua Robinson. Michael Vincent trapped for the Chargers. Jaquan Manley pulls it back out to Michael Vincent. Back up top to Jaquan Manley. Into your side Sykes. Tim Manley, deep three. Shot is up, no good. Put back by Woody Sykes.
Whoa. Coach, he was hanging up there in the rafters on that one.
Score 51-37. Time winding down as Smith runs. Lets the clock run, hold for one shot. Smith with the ball, Michael Vincent on him. Smith looking for a screen, looking for some help. And that's a turnover right there. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Chargers up 51-37 over the Warren County Eagles. Break. Go to break. And we'll take a break and we'll be back. Big Sports TV.
Keeping your office running is more than just pens, paper, and ink. It's about having what you need when you need it. With over 100,000 items available, Lynch's Office Supply is sure to have what you need. And if it's not already in the store, it's usually available in just one day. That's Lynch's Office Supply in Roanoke Rapids. Hometown service, superstore prices.
And we are back live here, guys. Coach D, couple very interesting facts. The Eagles had cut that thing to 6 at 36-30, but then the Chargers went on a spurt. 14-point lead now, heading into the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go. The law firm of Manley have provided some big minutes for the Chargers tonight as they've been able to move some guys in and out. Woody Sykes has hit the glass hard. He and Jaheim Parker have really hit the glass tonight. And the Chargers are 8 minutes away. 8 minutes is a long time, but they're 8 minutes away from a back-to-back championship right now.
So Eagles have the basketball, looking to see if they can cut into this lead. So Henderson with the basketball up top, pulls it back out to Hawkins, swings it over to Andrew Smith. Andrew Smith looking for a shot, inside to Henderson, and the shot is blocked by Tim Manley right there. I think they're going to call a foul right there on Tim Manley. No, they're going to call it on Sykes. They're going to call it on Woody. That's his third foul right there.
I think they called it on the floor, Coach.
Yeah, they called it on the floor. So 7 minutes, 47 seconds left to crown a champion. Henderson looking to inbound the basketball. Passes it back out to Hawkins. Hawkins has the ball. Hawkins drives. Back up top to Andrew Smith. Swings it over to Henderson. Henderson drives, and that's going to be a travel. A travel right there. So we got a substitution. We got Jalen Lynch checking into the ball game. And Mr. Yasad Woody Sykes checks out. So 7 minutes, 34 seconds left in the ball game. Jaquan Manley with the ball for the Chargers. Jalen Lynch back into the ball game as well. Jalen Lynch with the basketball against Andrew Smith. Drive to the basket. And he is fouled right there. I believe that's going to be on Smith. No, actually, that's going to be on Mr. Rocky Mills. So that's his third.
That's his third.
So Jalen Lynch to the line. And Jalen Lynch has had a big night. By the way. Shot is up. Shot is good.
Yeah, Jalen had Coach 11 in the first half. He has since added another 5. He's up to 16 for the game.
Shot is up. Shot is good. 53-37. Eagles with the basketball. Hawkins drives the lane. And we got a foul. And that foul's going to be on Tim Manley. That's going to be Tim's second. So Eagles have the basketball. Looking to inbound to Mills. Kicks it back out to Henderson. And he loses handle on the basketball. And you got to wonder, 3 games in 3 days. Is fatigue starting to set in?
Fatigue. And the Chargers got out to such a big start, Coach. The emotion, and you're fighting an uphill battle the whole way if you're Warren County.
So Jalen Lynch with the basketball for the Chargers. 7 minutes left to go in the ball game. Jaheim Parker pulls the ball back out, has Mills on him. Over to Tim Manley. Back up top to Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch looking to drive. Jalen Lynch drives. Shot no good. Put back. 2 points. Jaheim Parker. So Hawkins quickly with the basketball. Jump shot is up. Jump shot is good. 2 points. Devin Hawkins for the Eagles. Michael Vincent with the basketball. Over to Jaquan Manley. Back to Jalen Lynch. Back to Jaquan Manley. Jaquan with the crossover. Jaquan with the crossover. Over to Michael Vincent. 2 points. Score! Michael Vincent.
That was big. That was set up by Manley, though.
So the Eagles are down 18 right now. Shot is blocked by Tim Manley. Shot is blocked by Tim Manley right there on Rocky Mills.
Tim's got those long arms, Coach, and he's made a huge contribution on the defensive end tonight.
So Henderson looking to inbound the ball over to Daniel. Daniel deep 3 shot no good. Jaheim Parker with the rebound. Jaheim Parker leads the break. Jaheim Parker's going up. Shot is good. 2-point score. Jaheim Parker. And now the score, they're up 20, 59-39. 5:50 left to go in the ball game.
Coach, and quietly, Parker's got 16, which is where he always is.
So Smith with the basketball, looking for some help. Over to Hawkins. Shot no good. Rebounded by Parker. Parker has the basketball over to Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch drives the basket. Jalen Lynch shot is no good. And we got a foul right there. I believe that's going to be on Smith right there. He was over the back right there. Yeah, that's going to be on Andrew Smith. That's going to be his third.
Getting away from the Eagles right now. 20-point game with 5:22 to go.
And you got to believe Jaheim Parker has a double-double right now.
Absolutely, Coach. He's up to 16 points. Quietly. You know, we've been talking about Jalen, and Jalen's got 16 as well. But Jaheim is usually his scoring running partner, and it's true again tonight.
So Parker at the line for 2. Parker's shot is up. Parker's shot is good.
Parker shot it better from the free throw line tonight than he has in the tournament. He was 10 of 20 coming in, but tonight, Coach, he's 4 out of 5. So that's a big improvement for Jaheim.
So Parker to the line. Parker's shot is up. Parker's shot is good. Making the score 61-39. Chargers up. Deep 3 by Andrew Smith. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Jaheim Parker. And Jaheim Parker leads the break into the hands of Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch with the basketball. Jalen Lynch drives. Kicks it to Michael Vincent. Michael Vincent pulls it back out. Back on top with Jaheim Parker. Into the hands of Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch pulls it back out over to Jaquan Manley. To Michael Vincent. And they're gonna say Michael Vincent stepped out right there.
I thought that was gonna be the 4th foul.
Yeah, I thought so too. So, with 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Warren County with the ball. Inside to Jay Good. Jaquan Manley with the steal. Pass to Michael Vincent. 2-point score. Michael Vincent.
Manley's making great decisions with the basketball, Coach.
And you can say he's been one of the unsung heroes of this tournament.
Absolutely.
Andrew Smith drives to the basket. We got a foul right there.
Coach, I'm gonna tell you what, you say what you want to, unsung hero. They're not here without him last night. You know, so it's still right there, making the right dish. He's found Parker twice right here recently. That's the 3rd foul on Tim Manley. But just about halfway through the 4th, and the Chargers have jumped up by 23.
And the thing is, these are key minutes for these guys as they move into conference play.
Absolutely.
So shot is up, shot is good for Andrew Smith. Michael Vincent with the basketball. Michael Vincent drives to the basket. Shot no good. Rebounded. Tim Manley with the basketball. Back on top to Jalen Lynch. Jalen Lynch with the dunk. Goes baseline. And the crowd goes wild. That shuts the gym down.
Jalen Lynch went baseline and punched that thing with 2 hands, Coach. Good God. They got folks on the court.
I thought I was at the Rucker.
Well, right.
We were at the Rucker.
Right.
You'll see that later tonight on Big Sports, people.
Yes, sir.
So, Hargrove with the shot. Shot no good. Rebounded by Jaheim Parker. Parker steps out of bounds right there. Steps out of bounds. So 65-41, 3:50 left in the ball game as the Charger faithful since a title.
Another one. Back to back.
And some people say the Chargers are home of champions. They like to win titles. You know.
They got a few trophies over there in
Weldon.
Weldon.
They got a few trophies.
Some trophies over there in Weldon.
Basketball, volleyball, all that good stuff. Yeah. I want to thank all the people that's tuning in on Big Sports. On Facebook, we up to 116 people. Hey, Miss Whitaker, how you doing? As the crowd is going, wow.
And some of the Warren County faithful are heading to the door, and they are being serenaded on their way out.
They know and they sense it. And I tell you, like I stated earlier, this is a warning for the rest of the Toronto Conference. Because coming back next week, these Chargers go down to Wilson to face Wilson Prep.
That's right.
And then they have to face Marvin Tucker and those guys at North Edgecombe.
Right.
So they're going to need all the confidence. This is a good, big confidence booster for those guys going into the next week.
Some very athletic teams in the Colorado. Extremely athletic.
There won't be a night off.
No.
There will not be a night off. And kudos to Northampton for hosting this. You got the Kip Pride Panthers took a tough loss tonight.
Right.
Northampton took a tough loss tonight. The Tar Roanoke is loaded this year.
Yeah.
So 2-point score by Andrew Smith, making the score 65-43. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to a championship by the Chargers. Jaheim Parker with the basketball. Parker drives. Little Olay. And score. Little James Harden.
Parker really changes directions better than anybody on the move.
Hargrove with the three. Shot is up. Rebounded by Parker. Put back. Henderson. So Jalen Lynch with the basketball. He's being trapped. Pulls it back out. Back up top. Michael Vincent running clock. Jalen Lynch with the basketball. Jalen Lynch pulls it back out. Over to Tim Manley as they run a little clock. Into the Jaheim Parker. Jaheim Parker with the basketball. He's trapped in the corner. Over to Jaquan Manley. Back up top to Jalen Lynch. Back up top to Michael Vincent. Over to Jaquan Manley. As the Chargers run clock. Tim Manley back over to Michael Vincent. As that clock is winding down. As the Chargers play keep away. And we got to, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. So as we're getting close, give me the MVP. Who do you think is going to walk away with this MVP?
I think it's Jalen Lynch again, especially after last night. Jaheim Parker's been rock solid 3 days down here, and if he's named the MVP, you can understand it. But Jalen Lynch led him on Thursday, took the spill, and he's been showtime tonight. He has been, willing to hit the glass. He's been breaking the defense down. He's been doing his thing. He's led his team tonight as a senior. And it's tough to come back, Coach, and duplicate the performance that he had last year.
If you are leaving the building, please remain off the playing surface. If you are leaving the building, please remain off the playing surface.
So Jalen Lynch with the basketball, running clock. That ball is out of bounds. Right there. And also, but kudos to the Warren County Eagles. These guys have played phenomenal.
They have.
Come out of nowhere. Nobody thought much of Warren County coming into the
1-6 coming in. 1-6 coming in and played 3 outstanding games. They just got off to a rough start tonight. Juiced up Charger group came in and really handled them early, Coach. And they've had them fighting uphill ever since.
And then they come back next week. They come back next week. They're gonna have South Granville and they're gonna have Bun. So Andrew Smith still playing hard, rebounded, and we got Jalen Lynch for the dunk. 2 points.
There it is.
Jalen Lynch.
That might have sealed up. That might have sealed up the MVP too.
So as Coach Hanson is clearing out the bench right now. The Eagles with the basketball, hands it over to Canty. Desai Sykes with the basketball, looking to push it. Pulls it back out, runs a little clock. Over to Jaquan Manley. Back up top to Jalen Lynch. And we got a timeout. We got a timeout right there as they empty out the bench and bring in the subs. Bring in the subs right here. .2 seconds to a championship 69-45 here, live here at Northampton County.
We're trying to set up an interview with Coach Lynch.
We got some guys checking to the ball game. We got Mr. Gabriel Israel in front of me. Kanye Davis got Mr. Andre Stewart Jr. checking to the ball game. Kanye Davis with the 3 shot, no good, rebounded by Andrew Smith. Hargrove with the 3. Right there, that ball, that's gonna be out of bounds right there. That would have that was Mr. Jordan Brown. So 20 seconds left to a championship. Hawkins with the basketball. Hawkins pulls it out. Over to Robinson. Shot no good. Rebounded. The shot no good. Put back good. And there you have it, people. Well, they got 0.2 seconds.
0.2 on the clock, Coach.
0.2 seconds on the clock. So we know what that is.
That's right.
So congratulations. Congratulations to the Weldon Chargers. Back-to-back. Congratulations to the Weldon Chargers. Back-to-back champions here tonight. Saturday night championship basketball.
So they're lining up to shake hands quickly. We're going to try to get Coach Lynch on soon after they shake hands.
Please remain for the ceremony. Please
They're
remain
going to do the trophy.
in the gym for the presentation of our winners.
They're going to do
Please
the
get
trophy
off
presentation.
the floor.
And we'll see. So we got a lot going on. Kids are shaking hands. People are leaving. They're looking. Coach, see what I want to do right quick.
So great job by the Chargers. They capture back-to-back championships here tonight, Saturday night, as the Weldon faithful come through and pack the gym. Close ball game last night. You need a couple of those.
You do. Against the heated rival, too, man. Against the heated rival, Coach. And
Okay,
we've
first
got
we
Coach
want to
Lynch.
go ahead and announce our all-tournament team. We chose 5 individuals.
Coach
from
Lynch,
the
first of all,
top 5
congratulations going back-to-back, brother.
Thank you, sir.
How's it feel? How's it feel?
Man, feel good, man. Feel good to see these young guys out here enjoying it.
From
look like they got the Christmas present they want.
They did.
They look that excited. Yeah.
They did. Now, Coach, I'm going to go straight to it.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be the daddy first.
Yeah, all right, that's right.
Coach, tell me how does it feel to be on this floor twice and watch your son in the championship game go in again like he did last year?
We have
First,
Jalen
man,
Lockhart.
I'm proud of him. But, you know, it's kind of hard. You know how it is as a dad, you know. If he make a mistake, I'm ready to snatch him. I'm expecting him to play a perfect game, you know. And my other coaches telling me, look, you got to back off. You got to get out of daddy mode. But overall, man, I'm proud of Jalen. Jalen has grown as a player. Jalen always had the ability to score, but I don't think he had the game that I thought he needed, the mature game. All right, and I think that has
From Warren County, we have Andrew Smith.
And Coach, I'm totaling. I think he had 21 tonight.
Okay.
To lead the way, Jaheim Parker was up there as well. I hadn't had a chance to total everything.
And from
but
our champions,
especially bouncing back off of last night when he was hurt, you know, in the game, and he didn't play a lot in the second half. To see him come back, that shows a lot about mental toughness. Shows a lot about how you guys coach. I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
You guys came out and blitzed them early tonight. You doubled them up at
Warren
one point,
County,
30-15. And you were playing Charger basketball. Y'all were hitting the glass. Y'all were doing so many things. Was that your game plan tonight to come out?
That was the game plan. We know that they fast, man, and we consider ourselves fast also. So we wanted to see if they could run for 4 quarters with us. We know that it was going to hit a run. We hit ours first. And like I said, we was expecting them to hit that run, but we said we could keep it on for 4 quarters and hopefully come down to a free throw match. And I think that we would would have had a chance. But we was fortunate that we didn't have to shoot free throws or depend on free throws because we got the lead up. But that definitely was a game plan to try to get more transition baskets than they did, probably at least 15 more transition baskets.
Okay, first I'm going to announce the most valuable player.
And Coach, I want to hear this. I want to hear who the most valuable player, because I think I know who it is.
Parker.
That's exactly.
When's Parker?
No doubt.
Parker was solid 3 days for you.
3 days straight. Jalen was solid, but Jalen couldn't help us like we needed yesterday, and Jaheim stepped it up. And tonight, Jaheim really showed the athleticism he deserved.
Coach, I want you to make sure that you're in this picture with your team, because you deserve it, man. You work hard. You talked about the bench 2 days ago. Yes. The law firm of Manley & Manley came through for you. They were huge. Coach, please make sure you go get in the pictures. Congratulations. Best of luck. Best of luck. Yes, sir, baby.
Everybody, we want to thank you for coming out.
Coach Smith.
We want to thank you for allowing us to have another
Coach Sabo Lynch joining us on the set. Coach Smith.
We thank you.
I always love Coach
We will be
Lynch.
back next year.
When I first started out
Drive safe
as a grown folk, I guess,
Happy New Year.
I lived in Chalkyard Apartments, and Coach Lynch lived 2 doors down from me, you know. That's how I keep up with him, because we were all over there living in the same apartments together. Great to see him do well. Great to see Jalen do well. Jalen was born, and then my son was born a little bit after that. They're slightly, they're a year apart, but I'm telling you, just to be able to see these kids mature, kind of make you feel old, first of all, but good to see the Chargers be able to come out and be able to battle through, defeat Northwest twice. A very, very good Northwest Halifax team, twice, 14 days apart, and then have enough juice after a tough game last night, buzzer beater last night by Yesiah Woody Sykes to win, and then to come back tonight and just turn the heat on Warren County and run them out the gym, beating them by 22, Coach.
And another great night of basketball, high school basketball on Big Sports Digital Network. I want to thank everybody for supporting Big Sports Digital Network. Thanks for all the people for logging in to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you tune in whenever something's going on with Big Sports. Make sure you check us out. You can follow us on Facebook, Big Sports. You can download the app, people. Go to Google Play, download the app, Big Sports NC. Or you can go online, www.bigsportstv.com. And the Chargers take it home, back-to-back champions here at the Holiday Classic. I am Coach D. Smith along with Coach Andre Stewart. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
And happy anniversary to Big Sports Digital Network.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't be right if we wasn't here.
That's right.
Texas, like I said, we go back like AM radio, baby. So we'll wrap this thing up as the Chargers win it. Take it all here on Saturday night at Northampton County High School. I'm Coach D, and also with Coach Stewart. And we'll check you next time. Big Sports Digital Network.